Today I'm going to be showing you how to make the missiles that I usually do. So what you're going to need, just build like a simple little thing like this. Sorry if it's a little laggy. Always make sure to connect to C, obviously common sense. Okay, this is where it gets important. So what you're going to need to get is a piston. I don't know why about the black bars, but you configure it. Clear the inputs, for now at least. Turn down the speed to -100, because that's faster than +100, for whatever reason. Set the start position to 0, and always make sure to turn on auto reset. After you do that, you bind the red input to whatever button your launch system is. What I like to do at least 2 sets. I'm going to do 2 sets because I'm going to be making a heavier missile like the ones on my ADATs. So after you do that, you want to select your detachable blocks. Set the delay to 0.03, and the reason you do that is because that's 1 game tick. And after you do that, you just make your missile or payload or whatever you're trying to do. So if you're trying to build an air-to-air missile, I wouldn't recommend using engines, and I'll tell you why after this missile is done. Why is it doing that? Make sure to always make it so your dynamite's off, whatever button it is. So if you're doing engines, I'm assuming you know this, but make sure to set it to your launch button and toggle, and connect it to an AND gate, which can be found in the logic. Set that to the exact same thing. This is the simplest missile that you could possibly make, but if you want to, add your own stuff, you absolutely can. This is just basic. Also, you don't need 2 vertical stabilizers next to each other. It just sort of helps. So, I'm going to do that just to make a good performing missile. But if you need to be compact, that's how you do it. So, see, it launches it. But in order to aim it well, I'm going to add some hinges. I'm so sorry about the weird black bar thingies. I don't know what that is, but can't really help it. Also, sorry if you hear my controller sounds. There we go. Aim it up and fire. And see, the heavier the missile, just say I build this really heavy. I think it's a big missile, and for some reason it has a lot of recoil on your aircrafts or tanks or whatever you're putting this on. Here's what you need to do: add another set facing backwards with the same stats as the others. Okay, and add like a weight block. Depends on how heavy it is. For this one, I don't want it to be too bad, so I'm just gonna add 1. So you see, makes it really stable actually. That's how you make a simple. This is the ones I wouldn't recommend making these for aircraft. They can work, but they take a lot of logic, and if you're trying to make a simple missile, here's how you would do it. So that is what I call a traditional missile, No tracking yet, because we don't have great tracking in this game, but, The other type of missile I like to use on my aircraft is, I call them air grenades. You can call them whatever you want, really. It's basically dynamite with a distance sensor and some dynamite with distance sensors and proxy, like proximity fuse. And so this is the basic setup you want here. I would say at least 2, so I'm gonna do 2 in this one. So, see, do that. And here's what's really important, because you want to set, so I have 2 dynamite here. You want to double that number and make it the distance your distance sensor is going to be at, not the front one, by the way. So just say you have 2 dynamite like me, you want a proxy of like 4.5. But for your front one, I would say like 1. That's perfect, actually. After you do that, just say, you know how I have 2 sensors on each side? What if that detects your aircraft? Yeah, whatever I was saying. You want to do a simple, I picked the wrong sensor. You're going to do a safety system, which is actually extremely simple. You get, just say, you know how I have 1, 2, I have 4 distance sensors there on my missile or air grenade. You want to have 4 different distance sensors as your safety system. Make these 0, invert trigger, output scale, negative, and set that to your dynamite. What that's going to do is that's basically going to tell the dynamite, ignore what those sensors are saying and listen to me. So if I get close enough, see, it turns on, but it doesn't do it. Whenever I launch it, hold on, let's aim it at the little control tower thingy. Or not, it's fine. Okay, let's just fire at the floor. It still proxies off the ground, because whenever it disconnects, it will stop being, I don't know, safetied. But, yeah, that's an air grenade. These are the ones I would recommend putting on your aircraft, because they're light, compact, and they can be really fast if you drag glitch them. So, see? That one actually gained lift for some reason. You might want to do a little balancing, but if it gains lift, that's absolutely fine. You just have to learn how to aim them. That's pretty much all I wanted to do it. It's a very basic system. Here's the things if you want to know how to do it. And don't forget this. This is how I make my missiles. If you want another tutorial, absolutely do it, but I'm not really a tutorial maker, as you can tell. I'll see you later.